my god, I've never filmed a video in Italian. I don't know why it's been taking me this long. Okay, I am obviously studying Italian. To bring you guys in a study session with me, if you are like learning Italian or any languages, I literally like cracked the code on how to like speed up your fluency, because this is my 5th language, mi quinta lingua, and oh my god, I like my study plan. This is so fun and it's so easy, and it's just the best way I've been able to be consistent with these languages and not feeling like I'm learning a whole bunch of stuff, but I don't really know how to use it. You know, that's what you end up doing. So because I've done this 5 times over, I cracked the code on how to study Italian or any language. So I want to talk about some resources that I use. So I have this book. I'm using it as my tripod because I forgot to freaking bring it. I'm going to post a screenshot. I'm going to put it in the box below. It gives like stories and different like translations and things like that in Italian. And it's very helpful for me. It helps me with like reading. One of the things I noticed in the other languages, I struggled being able to speak them because I wasn't reading enough. I wasn't listening to myself speak the language. So get some type of book that has like a lot of passages. You don't need a full-on like book in one language, like an actual book, but like something that has a lot of stories and stuff. So that's really beneficial for me. In my notebook, I have a notebook dedicated to all my languages. At the beginning of my notebook, I kind of go over these notes to ensure that I'm memorizing them, but also that like I kind of have a starting point on where I want to go with my day. Let me just show you. This is what I mean when I say I literally cracked the code on this. So I have 2 pages, and the first one is called Parole e frasi importanti in Italiano. So translation will be on the screen. So I wrote a whole bunch of verbs and words that I feel like this is important for me to be able to move forward with this language. This is going to help me have conversations. This is going to help me like know what I'm talking about, understand, be able to like articulate myself. You got to know these words. So in every language that I have that I'm learning right now, I have these 2 pages written down. It's the same in all of my language notebooks. So for first I have oggi, and then the verbs I have about 10 or something verbs. So we have andare, avere, essere, volere, bisognar, bisognar, praticare, vedere, studiare, parlare, usare, and then I just have like the word per esempio because I use that a lot. After that, underneath it, I have all of the different conjugations for the IRE, EER, ERE, and ARE verbs. Because once you conjugate these, when I use these words, I need to be able to conjugate them. On the other page, I have the verb I'm going, because one thing I learned when I was learning Spanish, being able to talk to yourself in the language is going to help you a lot. It's going to help you with your confidence. It's going to help you. So when I would practice Spanish, I would say, and I wanted to do something for the day, like say I've written down my daily routine. I'm not going to put to do, I'm going to do this. I would say it in Spanish. And to go in Spanish is ir, and the conjugation I'm going is voy. So I would say, voy a practicar en español. Voy a acompañar a mi perro. Voy a estudiar español durante 15 minutos, something like that. So in Italiano, I have vado. So here's the first esempio. Oggi vado a studiare italiano. I'm going to study Italiano. Oggi parlerò in italiano. I'm going to speak Italian today. Oggi ho intenzione di praticare italiano. Today I'm going to practice Italian. Ho bisogno di praticare italiano. I'm going to practice Italian. So like, I need to practice Italian. Sorry, I'm tripping. I think what else is also important is your introduction. So under introduzione, I have mi chiamo o sono Daji, io ho 27 anni, io vengo io sono di Stati Uniti, I fuck that up every time. Stati Uniti, io sono uno scrittore, e uno cane, il suo nome è Buji. So I think it's important to have a list of verbs that you're going to use all the time. To have, to be, to see, to want, to need, blah, blah, blah. then have those written out in sentences to help you get started with like the beginning of your study session or whatever you want to do for your day. I joined a Italian course, which is going to help me with my pronunciation, by a YouTuber. Her name is Lucrezia. This is like my second language course that I've taken from a YouTuber. That's my favorite way to get courses, language courses at least. She has a new course called Come si pronuncia, and I'm on week 2, and I'm gonna study that for today. Baby, my pronunciation is not that ass, but it's not that good either. So let's get into this.
Imparerete a pronunciare bene I suoni delle lettere C e G. La C e la G hanno 2 suoni, un suono duro e un suono dolce. Vediamo quando dobbiamo pronunciare
Chi,
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 ge,
che,
ghi.
che.
Attenzione! Queste combinazioni, margherita,
Margherita,
ghiro.
giro.
Attenzione, il suono è duro. Sì. Allora buongiorno, ho l'ombrello con me perché non si sa mai, danno pioggia per oggi, quindi volevo essere preparata. Allora, io sto andando.
Okay, I had to switch rooms at the library. However, this course has been so freaking helpful. So today's Italian materials, this is basically what I did for today. So again, I go over my phrases and verbs and important introductions, prepositions. Other prepositions I have on here are di, a, da, in, con, su, per, tra, fra. Those are very important prepositions that you should learn in Italiano. My conjugations for a, e, er, ire. And then I'm going to kind of end it with watching this vlog from Lucrezia. She uploads lots of vlogs in Italian, and I think those are very helpful for me to just hear a lot of Italian. So let's see what vlog she posted recently. Before I reflect on what I learned today, I'm gonna read from my daily language learning book in Italian. Hold on. Actually, I'm just gonna read chapter 1 for you guys because I'm still not that confident in my reading of Italian, like reading out loud. I can read in my head, but when I read out loud, it sounds crazy. So I'm gonna read some, and yeah. Chapter 1. Laura e la sua famiglia. Laura e la sua famiglia. Laura ha una grande famiglia, anche se vivono in città diverse, sono molto uniti e trovano sempre il tempo per stare insieme, anche se non semplice. Laura ha 24 anni e studia Laura ha 24 anni e studia all'Università di Roma, ma la sua città è Firenze, dove a Norca vive sua madre Federica con i suoi 2 fratelli piccoli, Anna e Matteo. Anna ha 7 anni e Matteo ha 12. 12, I don't know. No, non capisco. Il padre di Laura, Pietro, è un avvocato e tono a Firenze solo nei fine settimana perché lavora a nord, a Milano. Laura non vende spesso suo padre perché nei fine settimana lavora un po'. Laura ha anche un fratello più grande, Francesco, che vive a Bologna, nel centro-nord d'Italia. Lui viaggia molto per lavoro. Quando deve quando deve prendere un aereo, va dal padre Milano. Francesco ha una fidanzata molto bella e simpatica, Stella. Leo un avvocato come il padre di Francesco. Infatti quando Francesco, Stella e Pietro si andano insieme, Francesco spesso si annoia per parlano sempre di cose che a lui non interessano, come leggi e processi. Okay, I'm gonna stop there because I actually got shit to do. So I usually meet with my Italian teacher on Thursdays, but she's like out of town. I use the app Preply to study Italian. So how I've been able to get better at these languages is matching my study and my learning like with my professors. So if I'm learning about like the verbs to be, to have, how to conjugate them, how to put them in sentences, when I go practice, like if I'm watching TikToks in Italian, if I'm consuming content, I try to find things that are gonna include those verbs. So if somebody's making a vlog in Italian, I'm usually gonna watch something like a Get Ready With Me, or how different ways to use the verb avere in Italiano. Like I wanna learn things like that. That helps keep like memorizing what I'm doing. All of my professors give me homework as well in Italian, French, Portuguese, all the languages that I'm learning. And again, I keep an ongoing list of like very important verbs, so I'm able to use them in different conversations, and I'm able to recognize them when I'm consuming Italian content. I just started watching this TV show, Summer Job, in Italian. It's like a Love Island-esque type of job. I love reality TV, so it's right up my alley. So yeah, I think I'm gonna watch that later. But as far as my studying for Italian, I probably was in here about 2 hours just fucking around, learning stuff. And I hope this was helpful. I hope you learned like a good way to start learning Italian if you were like stuck, like where do I start? But you have to get a tutor. Like you have to get a tutor. You have to speak to somebody in Italian. My enunciation, my speaking, my reading is only getting better because when I practice with my teacher, she's like, you're saying this wrong. It's not enough to just watch somebody say mi chiamo. Like you have to say it to somebody, and then they gotta be like, this is a better way to say it, or fix your tongue, or just whatever. You know what I mean?